Greetings, Butterfly Tribe, and welcome to Daily Dose of Truth, which will be coming from Romans, the 10th chapter, starting at verse 16. It is written, "However, not all obeyed the good news. For YESHAYAHU says, Yahuah, who has believed our report? So then, belief comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I ask, did they not hear? Yes, indeed. Their voice went out to all of the earth, and their words to the ends of the world." May Yahuah add a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his set-apart word. Not all obeyed the good news. Isaiah or YESHAYAHU says, Yahuah, who has believed our report? So the prophets did exactly what they were instructed to do. They went and they warned, just as the Most High had instructed them to do. They proclaimed the coming even of the Messiah. But who believed their report? So then faith or belief comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Belief comes by hearing. That's why it was so important for them to proclaim, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations, immersing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Ruach HaKodesh." It was important that they hear, because it is through hearing that belief comes. And then it says, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Several times in Scripture, we hear the writers say, let he who has an ear hear. You know, every time a sound is made, you would think that someone who is capable of hearing would hear that sound, but hearing is more than just you hearing the sound. Hearing is you being able to interpret what is being said and understand it and apply it. And you can only get that interpretation, that understanding, that knowledge of the word through the Father. He has to open your spiritual ears for you to understand this word. This word is not going to ever be understood through fleshly ears, meaning through your worldly understanding. You will never understand what the Most High is saying through his word. You must sit in his presence. You must seek him. You must allow him to interpret his word for you. You reading the word through a worldly understanding is like you reading a foreign language. This word can only be understood through spiritual ears. And the only way for you to obtain that spiritual knowledge, to hear through the Spirit, is through the Father. Belief comes by hearing. You must first hear the word. When you hear the word, he activates hearing spiritually by his word, his authority. Hearing by the word of the Most High. But I ask you, did they not hear? Yes, indeed. They heard. Their voice went out to all of the earth, and their words to the end of the world. Here we are, thousands of years after this word was first spoken in the hearing of the people. And here we are, thousands of years later, approaching the end times. And this word is still being heard and activated through spiritual ears. So yes, they heard. But not everyone who hears obeys the good news. It's not just enough for you to hear it. You must obey. I hope you have enjoyed today's Daily Dose of Truth.